Welcome back to On Point Look Ahead edition. James, last time we talked, you were basking in the glow of another Derby winning selection. Next week we'll have the Preakness Stakes. The thing that impressed me most about the Derby, you called your shot with Pletcher. He was 1 for 45. You said, look, this year's different. He hasn't won the Preakness yet. Is this year different for him there, or is he against?
I think so. I think Super Saver came up there and didn't run well after winning the Derby, but totally different circumstances. I think Always Dreamin', real powerful colt, whereas Super Saver took advantage of a wet track and the inside trip with Burrell over a track he'd already won a grade 2 on. And Always Dreamin' is just extremely formidable to me. And what I really like about him is that he could be on the lead or he could sit second or third if necessary. He's real tractable, like he showed in the Derby when he allowed State of Honor to take the lead going in the backstretch. So, yeah, I mean, very, very imposing. And Derby winners, tend to do well in the Preakness.
Very well. Not so well last year. Well, I mean, third, but Nyquist fell to Exaggerator. The year you mentioned, Super Saver lost to Lookin at Lucky, who is the 2-year-old champion. And, of course, we'll have Classic Empire back in the Preakness, who is 2-year-old champion. And no surprise, I'm going to take a long look at him. But, to me, a pretty good cast. I think he'll have to earn it again. There might be some speed up top for him to either run with or run at. The closers, I think Hence and Lookin at Lucky, especially Hence, might get a better run this time in the Preakness. But, to me, if he wins here, on to Belmont is a prohibitive favorite. And that's what I don't like into the Preakness. I feel like I didn't like him at 9-2. Even money now. I feel like if you had him, no reason not to stick with him. But for me, why would you take even money?
Yeah, and those are fair points. I mean, a Classic Empire, I thought could have been a race short. He barely made it back in time for the Arkansas Derby, and it was a tough 3-week turnaround. But he's eligible to move forward off that. Obviously, he super talented, and I think the 2 best 3-year-olds are in the race. So I mean, it would be great to have an exciting matchup there. Hence, definitely a horse like Hence and Lookin at Lee, who ran second in the Derby, are happy to see a horse like Conquest Mo Money, because there's a new shooter that looks essentially need the lead type, set the pace in the Arkansas Derby, and he'll add some pace to that race for late runners. And like you mentioned, Hence also, he didn't fire in the Derby, but to me, he's eligible to run a better race as well, because he could have been regressed a little bit off that huge performance at Sunland Park.
Yeah, didn't really run it up. I'll put you on the spot here. I thought 3 Rules was going to the Preakness. What happened to that?
Yeah, I guess they need to point for like 1 turn events.
Yeah,
so
certainly would be even more pace.
Yeah, well, yeah, in a horse like Malagacy, he would have added pace as well. Even Battalion Runner, it looks like he's not going to be in the mix. So yeah, Conquest Mo Money is really the speed horse all the closers will be rooting for.
All right, you'll be there. Looking forward to getting your trip reports on Crab and various other Baltimore outposts, but of course seeing the 142nd Preakness, the highlight of your week next week, and we'll get down to picks, but you anticipate sticking with your Derby winner?
I do. It's going to be tough to make, craft out some winning, profitable wagers upon him, but I said to you, I might play some straight exotics with him and take a good swing that way at it. But right now, yeah, I like Always Dreamin'.
Yeah, hopefully they'll get at least 10. That'll, add to the depth in the pool totals. So I can't imagine straying away from Classic Empire, since he clearly won't be the favorite. But Hence does interest me. To me, fast track. Why not take a shot with the 2 I thought might be able to beat Always Dreaming anyway. And of course, we'll reevaluate depending how the track comes up. But looking forward to a big week.
Yeah, absolutely. And, like you said, I'll be up there next week. So looking forward to, those reports.
All right, I am too. And we'll look forward to talking to you next week. I guess Vance and I will make the actual picks, but you'll be live there. So we'll get those reports and join us then.